This video covers section Vrap D. In this section we're looking at scale diagrams. Now an equation stating that two ratios are equal is called a proportion. So if we have A is to B equals C is to D, I can rewrite that as A over B has to equal C over D. Now scale diagrams are an application of proportion. Measurements are drawn in ratio to actual measurements. The scale used may be given in a variety of ways, as a simple ratio, example 1 is to 1,000, or using units, 1 millimetre represents 1 metre. It's important to correctly set up the proportion for calculations. If the required unknown is placed as a numerator for the first fraction, the algebraic manipulation is simplified. So let's see what I mean by that. Let's look at the example. On a map, a scale of 1 centimetre represents 200 kilometres is used. On the map, Uluru, or Ayers Rock, is 10.75 centimetres from Sydney. How far is Uluru actually from Sydney? So what we know is that 1 centimetre is to 200 kilometres. Okay, now we have that Uluru to Sydney is 10.5 centimetres, but I don't know how much it is in real life. Okay, now in terms of setting this up, put the unknown on the top. So my unknown's the x, so I'm going to put it over 10.75. So x over 10.75 is going to equal, and again we have to go the same way. So I put the second one over the first one, so again I have to put the second one over the first one. Okay, so to get x on its own, I need to multiply both sides by that 10.75. So I have 200 kilometres over 1 centimetre times by 10.75 centimetres. And you'll see how these units are on the diagonal and can cancel, so you know that you're right. Plug that in your calculator and you get 2,150 kilometres. And a therefore statement. Therefore, Uluru is 2,150 kilometres from Sydney. Let's look at the next one. If Adelaide is approximately 1,260 kilometres from Uluru, what will be the distance between Uluru and Adelaide on the map? Again, let's start with our 1 centimetre is to 200 kilometres, and let's rewrite the next one. We don't know how far it is on the map, but we do know that it's 1,260 kilometres in real life. Setting up the ratio, my x is here, so I'm going to put it over the 1260. So x centimetres over 1260 kilometres, and again first over second, so now I have to put first over second. So 1 centimetre over 200 kilometres. From here I need to get that x on its own, so I'm going to multiply both sides by that 1260. So I get 1 centimetre over 200 kilometres times by 1260 kilometres. Again, you can see that this unit will cancel out. So this one ends up being 1260 centimetres over 200. Throw that in a calculator and you get 6.3 centimetres. Okay, so therefore on the map, Adelaide would be 6.3 centimetres from Uluru. Okay, so the key is setting it up, getting it right that way. So let's look at another example. The map at the front of Brisbane Street Directory is drawn at the scale of 1 is to 418,000. On the map, Mooloolaba is 3.4 centimetres from Caloundra. What is the actual distance between them? Again, set up the question. So 1 is to 418,000. And I want to know what the 3.4 centimetres is. Okay, so I don't know what that's going to be. Okay, so this 1 on the map is 418,000 in real life. This 3.4 centimetres, well, what is that in real life? And the answer will be in centimetres. Okay, because we don't have any units here. So we have to assume they're the same because that's what we do with ratios. So again, my x is what I don't know, so that goes over my 3.4. I had the second thing over the first, so again the second thing over the first. To get x on its own, I'm going to times that 418,000 over 1, which I don't need to write, by 3.4, and I get 1,635,400 centimetres. Let's convert that to kilometres, and I get 16.354 kilometres. Okay, finish with a therefore statement. So I have Mooloolaba is approximately 16.4 kilometres from Caloundra. Next one, Moreton Island is approximately 36.4 kilometres long. How long will it appear on the map? Again, pause here. Give it a go yourself. Okay, hopefully you've given it a go yourself. 1 is to 418,000. Move across. I know that it's 36.4 kilometres long. And I want to know how much it'll be on the map. Okay, that's actually incorrect. I want to know what it'll be on the map, which would be my x kilometres, knowing that it's 36.4 kilometres long in real life. So I have x kilometres over 36.4 kilometres equals 1 over 418,000. From there, x kilometres is going to be 1 over 418,000 times by my 36.4 kilometres, and that will give me, if you plug it into the calculator, 8.708 times 10 to the negative 5 kilometres. Converting into centimetres, I get 8.7 centimetres. Finish with a therefore statement. So you have, on the map, Moreton Island would be approximately 8.7 centimetres long. Okay, another example. On a blueprint, the blueprint of a bungalow, the 5.6 metre front porch is 14 centimetres long. What scale is being used on the blueprint? Okay, so from here, 14 centimetres is to 5.6 metres. So I just need to simplify this and put it as a ratio. So from there, my first step is to make them both the same unit. So 14 centimetres is to 560 centimetres. It's a ratio, so I then get rid of my units. And now I simplify. So 560 can actually be divided by 14. So divide both sides by 14. And you get 1 is to 40. Okay, that as a ratio without units. Your other option is 1 centimetre is to 40 centimetres, or 1 centimetre is to 0.4 metres. So either this or that. Probably your best alternative is to go 1 is to 40. Okay, what now? Practice time. Oops. Exercise Vrap D1.